Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm actually heading right now to get my car serviced. Is this it? I know I shouldn't be vlogging and driving. I do apologize. I'm taking my car in today to get serviced because it's time. And then my mom's actually coming in tomorrow. Today I'm actually gonna be baking her birthday cake. So stay tuned for that later in today's vlog. Also, I have to head to my workout class. Hopefully I can show you a little bit of like the type of exercises that I do, or at least show you like the setup. And I am back home from doing my car service. Now it's time to start baking my cake. So my mom wants a vanilla cake with a pastry cream on the inside, peaches on the inside as well, and a whipped cream frosting. It's not exactly my style of cake that I would want, but it's her birthday, so I do whatever she wants. I'm sure it'll be delicious regardless. So I have all my ingredients set up for the pastry cream, which is the first thing that I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna head to my workout class, and then later tonight I'll start the cake. Lots of steps here. Okay, so here to my saucepan, I'm gonna add some milk. I'm adding 2% because that's what we have, but I'm sure the recipe would prefer if it was whole milk. Alright, so we'll let that sit there for a while until it starts to boil up. Also guys, I bought this vanilla bean paste at Trader Joe's. It's my first time using it. As you can see, it still has the seal on it. It's supposed to have bits of vanilla bean, so I'm excited to try that. It's filled to the rim. Give it a little whisk. Alright, in the meantime, we're gonna come over here to my sugar. We're gonna add some egg yolks. Give it a whisk. Alright, and now to this I'm going to add my cornstarch. I'm going to leave the recipe down below of the recipe that I'm using and whisk that in as well. Alright guys, we're going to add some of our hot milk here to our mixture. We're going to want to whisk quickly. We don't want to cook our egg yolks. So this is called tempering. You're slowly raising the temperature of this mixture. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's like little specks of vanilla bean from using the vanilla paste. Alright, so we have our mixture here. Now we're going to add it back to our saucepan over here. And we're going to whisk until it starts to get thick. And as you can see, it's starting to thicken up. And now I'm going to turn it off. And now we're going to add our custard into another bowl. Which actually, I'm looking at this now and I don't know if this is going to be enough for the cake. I probably should have made a little bit more. Alright, so I ended up making some more pastry cream behind the scenes. So now I doubled the recipe, which basically I used the original recipe because I have the original recipe because I didn't think I was going to need that much, but I did. So yeah, like I said, I'll include that recipe down below. To this pastry cream, I'm now going to add a tablespoon of butter. Look at the delicious, smooth, creamy pastry cream. That looks so good. Now it's gonna go in the fridge until I'm ready to use it for the cakes. What are you guys doing, silly boys and girls? Silly boys and girls. Oh, look at you. That was a hard workout, guys. Oh my gosh, I burned almost 700 calories. So my workout class, the fitness class that I go to, is actually right behind Trader Joe's, and I actually just called Stephanie and she's at Trader Joe's. So I'm just gonna go stop by and surprise her. She doesn't know that I'm nearby. Guys, I was gonna say hi to Stephanie, but look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this, that the parking lot is pretty inundated and I can't get through. Look at all these cars. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, guys, this was insane. Look at this. This is crazy. This whole entire parking lot is flooded. Hi.
This is insane.
The sky behind you is beautiful though. It's purple.
It's so crazy in here.
So I took my shower after the gym. Now it's time to bake, and I'm very, very lucky because I have a cameraman today who'll be able to hold the camera for me. Let's get right to it because it's kind of late and I'm tired. So, all right, first things first, we have the butter. We're gonna mix the butter and the sugar. You know, that's always the first thing that you do whenever you're baking. You beat the butter and the sugar, or rather when you're making a cake or cookies, usually it's the first thing that you do. We're gonna close it and then we're gonna beat it for a few minutes. All right, so we beat it for like 3 minutes, I would say. Actually following along with the recipe. This recipe is from Sally's Baking Addiction, and as always, I will leave the recipe linked in the description down below. This is actually one of the best vanilla cakes that I've ever made. I've made this in the past, and both my mom and John both said that it was one of the best cakes that they've tasted. Well, best vanilla cakes, and it's a really good recipe, which is why I'm doing it again. Anyways, I'm adding 3 eggs and 2 egg whites. I'm also gonna add my vanilla and almond extract. This recipe actually calls for only vanilla, but I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. I'm gonna add some almond extract. I really like the almond flavor, as I've mentioned in the past. And that's it. Now we're gonna just keep mixing this again and just keep doing the thing, keep beating it or whatever. It's been a long day. All right, so this batter is looking pretty good. Now we're almost nearing the end. We're gonna add our dry ingredients. This is the tricky part, because I always make a mess. Okay, not too bad. And then we have our handy dandy shield, flower guard, or shield, or whatever it's called. So while that's going on, we're gonna let that incorporate, and then we're gonna add our buttermilk. So this is, as Coco, my friend, calls it, this is imitation buttermilk. It's basically just milk and vinegar, and it really thickened it up and curdled it. So we're just gonna stream this into my batter. All right, so now we're gonna take it off of the mixer, and then I'm gonna do the rest by hand, just because we don't wanna over mix cake. So now that I've disconnected this from my mixer, I'm just gonna mix it in by hand, because there's still some flour. All right, so here's the thing. These are 8-inch pans. This recipe is for 3 9-inch pans. So we might have some leftover, which means that we might have to make some cupcakes, but we'll see. We'll find out towards the end. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I also lined and greased my baking pans with parchment paper, butter, flour, and all that good stuff. All right, so good news is that I think I either overfilled my pans or I had enough to make 3 8-inch pans, so that's a good thing. I didn't have any leftover batter. All right, so I don't know if you guys remember, but I bought these cake strips a while ago. These cake strips are to line the cake pan, and it's supposed to prevent the cake from doming up. And I only have 2, so one of them I'm gonna let it dome up because it's fine. I could just cut it off the old-fashioned way. All right, and finally, off into the oven they go. All right, guys, here are my 3 cake rounds. I'm gonna let them sit out overnight, let them cool, and then tomorrow we will assemble them. It's now the next day. I just got back from Bath & Body Works, as you can see. I did a lot of shopping. Let me show you everything. So they gave me this nifty little styrofoam container because I bought 4 candles. They were all buy one, get one free today. So of course I had to get some Christmas candles. I got the Be Merry, Champagne Toast, which actually I'm gonna gift this one to my mother because I think she'll like that one. Also got this one, Winter. I thought that the candle itself was very pretty. And then of course, Ho Ho Ho, a Twisted Peppermint candle. Room sprays were at $3.95 each. These are usually like $8 or $9. So we got some of those, some Christmassy ones, and some non-Christmassy ones as well. And the babies are here playing. All right, I'm about to start assembling this cake because my mom arrives in just 7 hours from now. So let's do this. All right, guys, so I took my pastry cream out of the refrigerator. You're probably wondering why I have this plastic, and that's to prevent a skin from forming on the top of the cream. So these are my 2 cake layers. These 2 particular cake layers had the fabric around the cake pan, which prevented them from doming up, and look how perfectly like flat they are. And not only that, but they're perfectly like round. This one did not have the fabric along the outside of the cake pan, and it's kind of, you can tell it's kind of wonky. It's not perfectly round. So that's the difference that you get when you're using those little fabric cake thingies. I can't remember what they're called right now, but also these are the peaches that I'm gonna be using to fill my cakes with. These are actually canned peaches, so I just drained the juice out of them. Guys, I just realized my cake, it looks a little too tall. And I'm hoping that the peaches don't make the cake layers slide off. So now I'm gonna make my whipped cream frosting. And then hopefully nothing happens to this cake. Here's my creation, you guys. Oh man, I just realized I dropped a peach right there on the whipped cream. It's okay, but I'm actually pretty proud of it. I really didn't know that I was gonna go this far or this fancy with it. But there it is, guys. I hope my mom enjoys it. I'm sure she will. Guys, it has been a few hours. I went to work out. I'm drinking a protein shake. And now, Stephanie's here. So,
Hi, friends.
So we're actually waiting for John to pick up my mom from the airport, and then we're all gonna have dinner. We're gonna have my mom's favorite restaurant, which is Chili's. And then we're gonna eat the cake. So I'm excited about tonight's festivities. And little Mia gets to meet her new grandma. Right, Mia? Right, Mia?
That's right.
My mom made it. Hi, Ma. Welcome back to the vlog.
Thank you, Francesco.
And we got...
I'm so glad to be here.
I know, we're so glad to have you back. And we got all of our food ready to have dinner, and it's 9:53 at night.
Oh my God. This is a typical Spanish dinner.
It is, like in Europe.
Or Latin America, they eat this late too.
It is now the next day. We are actually just starting the next day. So it's basically the third day that this vlog is going for. We're watching cute little docs and TikToks on YouTube.
Oh my God, they're so adorable.
Oh my goodness, look, I just can't stop watching this. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this vlog. It's gonna wrap up this video. Anything you wanna say?
Well, school is almost over. I have like 3 weeks, I think.
So our Disney trip will be a celebration for your first completed semester.
Yeah.
Of grad school.
Of grad school, yeah. Which, by the way, I do have a lot of homework to do. But homework for me is actually making art. Oh, that's not true. It's either reading a lot and writing, and then also making art.
Also, for those of you who are curious, the cake was very good. Only thing I would say is that the cake layers, I may have cooked them for too long in the oven because it was a little dry, but the flavor was great and everything else was really delicious. So my mom really enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it.
We all enjoyed it.
Thanks so much again for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe, leave this video a thumbs up, leave me some comment. I always love to hear from you guys. And we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.
Bye.